Good morning, guys. I am a little bit behind schedule, but I think that's okay. I have a lot of chores to do today. And I have an itch in my throat, which means that I actually might be fighting getting sick. I could hear it in my voice yesterday. My, um, looks like it's moved into my throat, which I'd say is not good. So I'm going to try and get ahead of that and do some cleaning. I have a project that's almost completely done with editing. The problem is, or like the reason it's not done, is it needs like sound checks to make sure like the audio is loud enough for everybody to be able to hear it. I need to flush out the subtitles to make sure that where the subtitles appear, they basically match what is being said, and they're not like in the middle of the screen or something crazy like that. And what else do I need to do? Add music. And then I think the last thing for that project is decide on pacing, because the pacing on it is a little bit weird. But yeah, today it's gonna be kind of like a busy around the house day. Right now I'm in the cat's room. I don't know why there's like a line for the toilet. So I guess Loki just used it. Now Moxie's in there. I need to change the bag, so I need them to stop going in there to do that. So, guys, can you stop using the toilet so I can change the bag? Or maybe this turned off automatically. Yeah, it's a lot of pet chores this morning. So I think that's what I'm going to start with and go from there. A dehumidifier turned off, but it's full of water, so I'm wondering if maybe it like reached max capacity and then shut down. Good morning. You just got here. Uh, I am doing morning chores here, and there's a lot of them. Why are you looking at me like that? You created half the chores. Sure, she agrees. Okay. So that's there. What I was messing with just now is the humidifier. I'm gonna set it to 8 hours. I'm gonna change the water there on the water bowl. Loki likes the water fountain, but he doesn't have the patience when I change it. So will you hold up? This one is like very heavy duty. I don't know what it's made of. It's like ceramic or something. Hey, Moxie, the doorway is a bad place to be right now. I can confirm that. The doorway is not where we want to hang out. Shut the door so that nobody decides to be nosy and puts their tail under my feet and gets stepped on. I think that would be painful for everybody. I have some antibacterial soap in the bathroom. If you're wondering why I'm going in the bathroom to change the cat's water bowl, This is something I think I briefly talked about on YouTube, but I don't think I ever talked about it in detail on here. Our our toilet has a sink attached to it. So when you flush the toilet, it creates a flow of water. Basically recycling water. So and that's the nearest sink. So that's why I'm going in here. But I have soap and all that. And the water is potable. So I bet if I open the door, the cats are like right up. Yeah. Yeah. Loki's in the doorway, like literally. Okay, can you guys hang out in here? Because I feel like this is a little bit heavy, and considering the media attention for this water, I feel like it's likely that one of my cats might get stepped on if I'm not careful. All right, Loki. Remember, we talked about doorways and how they're not a good place to stand. You guys really need to learn how to stand. They are back in the litter box. I need them to stop using the litter box if I'm gonna empty the tray. And like I'm washing my hands, but I'm about to like clean up the pet room, um, change the litter box, all of that. But I wash my hands constantly. Like anytime I do like tasks with potential for germs or bacteria, I pretty much wash. Uh, okay, that's done. Why are you still watching? Your cat's still lurking in the hallway. Okay, so that's done. And let's see. House food levels. Auto feeder is full. We need to sweep the floor here. The floor's a mess. And I need to change the tray in the litter box. Let me put you someplace where you can hang out but not get knocked over if I change. Can you see okay here? Yes, maybe so. This is pretty cool. There's a button that I can push, which is essentially like flushing the toilet. So it makes all of the poop go round again, and then it sorts it and all that. So it looks like it didn't get a chance to flush. I don't know why it is, but like first thing in the morning, like one cat will go and use the toilet, and then the other cat will wait and then immediately go use the toilet. And then the first cat will come back and use the toilet again. And then the second cat will come back and use the toilet. And it's like they both have to use the restroom like twice. And they can't just do it all in one go. I don't know why they do that. And I'm pretty sure it's not good for the machine because the machine senses whenever there's a cat inside of it. So it senses the cat's in there and it senses like, okay, it's time to like sort the poo. But if the cats keep going in back and forth, then it has to change sensor status over and over again, which I don't think is super good for the machine. Nevertheless, Oh, I need to go make my tea. That is what I need. So once this finishes turning around, then I'll take the bag of poop out and then putting new in. Not really making a mess. Never. All the poo right there. Right. Maybe, maybe this is your first time here joining one of my live streams and you're wondering why my hair looks like this. And I will tell you, it's because I have very thick hair and I was doing it yesterday and I didn't have time to finish. So I separated off. Give me a second. I'm going to take the poo bags outside. I'll be back. I don't want to touch you guys with dirty pants. The cats that can't keep you guys company? That's crazy. They're like right there and right there. And they didn't even say anything. Thank you for being patient. Um, I feel like this morning is kind of like a little bit behind schedule, so I'm doing everything out of order. I hope you don't mind. Um, Part of the thing is what had happened was part of what's going on is my schedule is about to change drastically next week. And knowing that my I want to say schedule, my schedule is about to change, I need to like double down, get ahead on content and ooh, people are not coming in and being like, hey, she was supposed to live stream. Is my stream acting out? Please let me know. Because I can see like two people hanging out in here. Um, if you don't feel like talking, but you want to help out, if you can just drop a reaction somewhere in or about the chat, so I know that you guys can still hear me okay, and you guys are able to communicate if you want to. That would be helpful. What was I gonna do? Oh, tea. This is what happens when my schedule gets turned around. It's already hot. It's like 6:20 in the morning. Um, I'm kind of like basically an hour behind my morning schedule at this point. It's like 6:20 in the morning. It's already hot. It's already humid. So I'm turning the air con or the humidifiers on so I can make sure that the rooms that I'm going to be cleaning in are habitable. The cats seem happy about the pet room. So I just need to sweep in here and then like Swiffer the floor. Give you guys humidifier. All right. I don't think I'm going to work on my hair. Gotta wait for that. Let me brush my teeth and wash my face. I can still see you guys chat, but you guys may not see me. I can see you though. All three of you. You guys know the meme or like the video for that? So like that's like okay, never mind. I was already hot. Do you think we should turn the light on? Maybe we should turn the light. Oh, that reminds me. I did a poll on YouTube to ask everyone what is a good length for your blog? Like, what kind of length do you want to see? And I got some mixed responses so far, but I need to check it again. Today's going to be one of those days where, since I'm out of order for chores, I'm going to do them as I remember them, which is probably not the most accurate way to do them, but that's what we're working with today. I already feel better after brushing my teeth and washing my face. Caffeine. Absolutely caffeine. And then cleaning the kitchen. I don't know why I did a mess yesterday. What happened yesterday? Oh, I know what happened. Yesterday, I was editing and I got to like a point where I felt stuck with the video that I was working on, and then I had a meeting. So I went and did my meeting, and then I started on tightening my hair. And then after that, I went back to try and edit again, and I ended up getting stuck again. And this video was like, it's like the most cinematic movie production style vlog I've ever done. So it was like starting to become it. I don't know. I'm at a point where I know it's not finished, but I'm not really sure what I have to do to get it where I want it to be. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we have so much going on in here. The kitchen trash needs to be taken out, but first I need to. Well, first of all, this needs to go. The dishes that are dry need to go up here. Some of them are in the way. At this point, I feel like I show myself doing chores online fairly frequently, but some of these chores, I don't think you guys have seen before. To be completely honest. One piece decanter for coffee or tea. And which one's a one piece? This one's a one piece lid. See, it's got Luffy on it. Hold on. This one has Luffy on it. So then I'm gonna put this back up. When I pull it down, it just locks in place pretty much naturally. Hold on. Let me show you again. So like it's up here, and I pull it down, and it locks in place. And then when I want to put it back up, I twist it, and it goes back up. So it's helpful for short people like me. Yeah. Sometimes I get lazy to pull it down, and I just go get my step stool, and I just set that up, and then I can reach. But I think today is one of those slow and steady wins the race kind of days because we're already slightly behind schedule. So it's okay. I don't know why I have my running kit down here. There's kind of no place for this bowl to go. So I don't know. I guess I'm just going to put it in the door. It's like one of those things in the kitchen that's like always lurking and it feels out of place and like it's not been put away, but really it doesn't have a home. So that's part of the problem. My running kit is up here because it needs to be cleaned. I need to like wash out my water bottles and clean off my vest. So that's why it's in the kitchen, but I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. The cats are upstairs because they're about to eat. So I don't think they're even gonna come down here and complain until it's time for them to eat. Or after their meal's over. This is washed off. This jar is kind of cute. I think I might keep it. But maybe I should wash it first. Set this here. That's over there because it's gonna be hard to throw away. Some things in Japan, I feel like they're difficult to throw away, like they're difficult to dispose of. And there's someone gave me a like business flyer for a company that does like difficult disposals. Like if you have a couch or some, I don't know, power bank or something you want to throw away that doesn't really easily fall into the trash categories, you can call them and they'll help you with it. Good morning for everyone who is just joining the stream. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. Today is a day of chores and tasks that I need to get done. But unlike most days, so this is not like a typical day. Unlike most days, I'm slightly behind on chores, and today is Thursday here in Japan. So that means that today is when the combustible trash goes out. So combustible trash is just like the bulk of trash that you'd have around your house, like old banana peels, like paper towels, the cat litter, all of that needs to go out today. So today is like my extra, I don't know, like trash gathering day. Like any like stuff that I can throw out today, I really try to make a point to do so because this is like the main trash day. Also, yesterday I got stuck whilst editing a YouTube video, and by stuck I mean like I ran out of ideas on what I need to do in order to finish it. And so I ended up spending more time than I should have on that. So I didn't set myself up for success today. So I should have cleaned the kitchen last night, but I didn't do that. So here we are the next day cleaning the kitchen. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Maybe you guys can do some chores with me. We can all do chores together, maybe. Mayhaps we can all do chores together. Hopefully you guys can see in there. I don't know why my shoulders are kind of hurting. Maybe it's something about the way I slept. This is multi-purpose cleaner, so it can go for all different surfaces. That's why I'm kind of just spraying it everywhere. Okay. Ooh, it smells so strong for some reason. Right, that's mostly squared away. So now to wash the few dishes I have. It's not like a ton of them, but it's still, I didn't wash them last night. My throat feels a little bit irritated. Just a little bit. that I am really 1000% not trying to get sick. Because I just got sick a couple weeks ago. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I'm not trying to do it over. So gotta find some way to avoid that. I don't know why that something just made me want to sneeze. And I'm trying not to sneeze. You know, like the more you think about sneezing, the more you. Oh, thank you. Somebody gave me like the little emoji reaction so I can confirm you guys can see and hear. And for some reason, it's condensed. My studio's condensed. There we go. Oh my gosh. This whole time you guys have been talking. I can't even see. I'm sorry. Ragus, what's up? That is so horrible. I'm so sorry. I was like, why can't I see anybody's comments? Maybe everybody's just tired. I'm so sorry. All right, let me try and get back caught up on everything because I'm really sorry. I just can now see the comments. That sucks. Poppy, good morning. XX Bart, good morning. It's going good. Obviously, I need my morning caffeine because my comments were acting up and I didn't realize it. And Ragus. Oh, Sophie. Good morning, twin. No, I couldn't see your messages. I'm sorry. The breaking news today is I woke up late, haven't had my caffeine, and then yeah, I couldn't see my comments. Embarrassing. Not like I've been doing this for a while or anything. Yeah, deja vu for sure. Sean, what's up? Oh man, I think this might be one I get roasted for a while. Sean. See, Sean knows all the tea, right? Because we had a long conversation yesterday. And I admitted to Sean that when I was at the airport in Hong Kong, I was like, is that my luggage? I don't know if that's my luggage or not. And now I've just admitted that I couldn't see the comments for half the time. Oh, and I didn't give everyone enough of a heads up. So everybody saw not everybody, but some people saw my street market tour in Chiang Mai. And then we're like, why are you not responding? Guys, womp womp, I'm sorry. Iki, you need to make sure that you can at least pretend to talk to other people when you read the chat. Otherwise, the neighbors might call the people in straitjackets. Let me tell you, okay, I live in Japan. Okay, so I would say for the most part, my neighbors are not that invested in my goings on to the point of calling somebody with a straitjacket. I do think that sometimes they're curious because they've got like this household that's from another place that's living next door. And probably, mayhaps, some of the things that we do are like odd to them. I wonder. I've never had like a very deep conversation about it, but I do wonder about that. So I think as long as I don't run outside, half dressed screaming, I think they'll probably leave me alone unless I'm super loud. Like if I'm really loud and disruptive, they might complain. But for the most part, my neighbors are pretty cool. They stick to themselves. And if I've noticed, like, if there's something like an emergency going on or someone needs help, I think everybody in this area I could trust to like look out for each other. So I don't really have any bad blood per se with any of my neighbors. I have one neighbor that I feel like just gives me the side eye, bombastic side eye constantly. And I have a couple other neighbors that just like ignored. But other than that, um, hold on. Do I have time for B2B on a weekend? Relatively Christian time on your end. I think so. So far the only thing I have this weekend is I promised my date that I'm gonna go see Superman with him. So if you've already seen Superman, I don't know if it's out yet, but if you've seen Superman, don't give me any spoilers. We can do what we did last time with the cam and all, a real conversation. We can multi-stream. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I've been wanting to ask you. And then the other thing, speaking of getting roasted for being a noob, right? My friend, who also has a YouTube channel, her channel is Lots for You to Love. She saw your channel, Ragus, because like I guess like since they're interlinked, because I was on your live stream, and so she was like, why was your camera off? And I was like, I was about to hop on a flight. I thought he died in 86 episode 3. No, Superman is getting a Gen Z revamp. So now he has like some curly cues and he's like supposed to be younger and like, I don't know. The movie choice was not my idea, but I'm willing to give it a try because I am a super picky person when it comes to movies. So if you love going to movies and you invite me to a movie, chances are kids' movies or like fairly non-violent action movies are the only thing I go to. Or comedies or rom-coms. Comedies and rom-coms are my favorites, but I feel like most people don't want to go to those. Way better news. Alice in Borderland comes in a new season. I've not seen Alice in Borderland. I try pretty much any show, any TV show or movie or series that's like violent or has like any sort of action that's exciting, probably I wouldn't watch. Like I've not seen Game of Thrones, I've not seen what's the other one called? Lost. I've not seen Squid Games. I've not seen. No, I haven't seen it though. I'm trying to think what else have I not seen that's really popular. If it's really popular and everybody's watching it and literally every person that you know has seen it, there's a high chance that I haven't seen it. Like I feel like Squid Games was like the big thing a little while ago. Alice in Borderland I've definitely heard of, but I haven't seen. But as far as the weekend, we just have to try and find a time that works for both people. What day is it for you right now? It's Wednesday, right? I do have Netflix, but I can't even remember the last time I turned it on to watch it. I've definitely heard good things about it. I can say that I have heard good things about it. But like any show that has like a lot of like pew pew and like people being deleted and like the red stuff, probably not gonna watch it. Let me know though. Do you think it's better than Squid Game? Afternoon to late evening. And it's really, really good. Okay, I'll look into it. Ragus, but I can't promise I'll watch it because when it comes to like scary stuff, I'm a baby. So if it's like a scary movie or a TV show, interesting. When I was a teenager, I watched Prison Break for a while. That was pretty interesting, but the show, like, I felt like it was scary. Probably most people wouldn't agree, but I thought it was scary. And what else did I watch that I don't watch now? I tried watching Power a couple years ago, but again, too violent for me. I'm making a memo for Alice in Borderland. The pen ran out. Well, watch one film of Saw, and then you're not scared of No, no. Nice try, but no. If it's got zombies or if it's got like, axe murders or like, I don't know, the movie is basically about deleting, I probably won't watch it. The only movie that I've watched recently that I thought was really good, that was extremely violent, like jarringly violent, was called Warfare. And I think that's a hot take. It's not something I'm going to talk about, so you'd have to go and like look at it and watch it on your own because it doesn't fall within the parameters of this channel, what I talk about on this channel. But that film was something that I was really surprised by. Yes, I can see you, Selfie. I'm sorry about before. I did a boo-boo. I made a mistake. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I was like, man, everyone's so quiet today. Maybe everyone's never. I could never. No. I just being bad at technology. Oh man. You guys literally have no idea how grateful I am for you. Like, seriously, I can't say this enough. You guys just make me like laugh and like it's something I look forward to whenever I stream. Yeah, it was the chat. I just couldn't see. No, I was definitely off in La La Land. But see, the thing is, sometimes like, and Ragus, you probably know this. Anybody else who streamed probably knows this too. Like sometimes when you start streaming, everybody's busy or everyone can't log in right away. So sometimes you just gotta be like, da, 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 da. I'm just doing my life, or I'm just talking about the subject, and then people come in later. I wonder who picked the banner. You have to go. Okay, pay attention, take notes, answer questions. I miss going to youth group at my church. Like when I was a teenager, that helped a lot with just life in general. What did Raga say? Hold up. Bye, Sophie. Hug. See, loose hug today. She's having nightmares of people with having a saw, so she avoided contact to humans. A bit. I don't think I've ever had nightmares like that. I think usually my nightmares are more like I'm like running up the side of a building, and then I realize like, hold on, I'm running upside a building, like I cannot fly. How am I doing this? And then I start panicking if I'm gonna fall, and then I just like freeze or something. Like I think that's more like a nightmare that I would have. I would like to phrase a very wise man. He said, okay. As you probably know, as most people on this channel probably know, I am a Christian, but it's not something that I want anyone to feel pressured or pushed on them. If you ask, I'll share that. This channel is not particularly about my beliefs. In general, I try and keep things kind of on the midway point. So that way no one feels isolated or attacked, because not everyone feels comfortable having a conversation in which their points are not agreed with, which is part of why I keep things kind of center point and I don't go into like, I don't know, opinion discussions. But as for me personally, I am a Christian. Yes. And I think like that we were talking about it yesterday briefly, and Sean was saying that this channel should be a safe space, and he feels that it is. It's not an exact quote, so if I missed anything, Sean, definitely correct me. But I really think I couldn't have said it better. Like, I definitely want this channel to be a safe space. If you want to, like, talk about that discussion, if you want to have like kind of a side conversation, I'm more than happy to talk with somebody about that. But I don't want anybody to feel like I'm strong arming them to agree a certain way, or like if you have your own opinion, you're voted off the island. That's not what I'm trying to do. And I believe that whatever a person believes, as long as it helps them, so no judgment from my side whatsoever. See? Cool. I think for this B2B stream that we're trying to schedule, I'm trying to think of a good way to do it to make sure that like we're both available and can stream. Okay, let me tell you this. What's up? Because I really would love to do that, but I want to see like what day we can do it to make sure we're available. I actually don't mind getting up super early if we need to do that too. We could do that. That might work. In case I get monetized, then I will put a new leadership, and they will report negative witnesses, and they will visit you daily and ask you. Well, if they ask me, I know what I'm going to say to them. So if you send them to me, just know I'm going to point them to Jesus. So you know what you're going to get. But I know on YouTube you can create members groups. So I'm really curious to know how those work, because I think it would be cool if the members had like some extra perks and whatnot. So I've seen some of your streams. I've seen some of your streams where you're like dressed in like religious attire. But like mostly the streams that I listen to, your live streams, are like your just daily chats when you just sit down and like talk to everybody. And talk about life. So I've listened to you talk about like your life in Nigeria and how you learned like pidgin English, kind of like before you learned standard English, stuff like that. I've listened to you talk about music, daily life, YouTube stuff. So mostly those are the streams that I listen to, but usually mostly for the streams that are on like the one of those topics, I find them very easy, like they're easy listening, you know, because like it flows, you're very knowledgeable on your topics, and it's easy to follow. I have a few tracks. It's a pressiflage. Did I say it correctly? Yeah, I gotta hop over to your channel and check out what's going on. I saw your video. I saw it yesterday. I don't know when you actually posted it. I saw your video saying that like things have been kind of going in the direction that you want them to, YouTube wise, and that you were appreciating that. So I'm really hoping that that's working for you. It's a self chooses. Oh, sorry. Ah, okay. On your channel, within your community, there's a lot of inside jokes. Some of them I get right away, and then others I'm like, I was definitely not here for that stream, so I don't know what we're talking about. But I understand contextually that it's a joke. I was talking to somebody who's Japanese last Friday, so about a week ago, and I was talking to them, and then I was trying to explain that like some words in Japanese that I don't know, I understand based on context, and I can't remember the word for context in Japanese. I think he used the word nuance because he understood the word nuance, but he never said context. Now I have to look that up. The last track has actually been released before the short you just mentioned. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go back and catch up. The cool thing about having YouTube friends is it's fun to like pop in on them and see like how everybody's doing and try and get caught up with their stuff. A lot of times for you specifically, I end up watching your content because I have the notifications turned on, but the notifications don't usually alert me as soon as it's posted. Like it'll be like, oh, there's a new, post from the world of Ragas. And it's like, yeah, but this post is like 2 days old. Like the good thing about the internet is it's open 24/7. Yeah. It's between balancing like being a content creator and staying up on everybody else's content. It can be tricky sometimes. Yoga with Goga from your channel, like from your community, I connected with Goga, and one of the things Goga was saying on his stream was that like a good way to support other people is just like put like their video on, so like play their like 1 hour long live stream or something. And just like if you're going to bed or you're doing laundry or whatever, and just like have it in the background to give them some, boost. If there was closing hours in the internet, we might have never met. That's true. That is true. And I was thinking about it yesterday because I was talking to somebody, but this person is going to be somebody I end up working with starting from next week. Next week, my channel is going to change because I'm going to have to start going into the office again. But I was listening to their voice, and I could just, to me, it sounds like this person has an accent. And I wonder kind of where they are from, because a lot of the people that are very close to me in life, like in general, and then on YouTube are like from other places. So like, I'm like, yeah, a lot of my friends are from all over the world, So it just made me think of that. Like my community, my friend group, the people that I'm around, many of them are like from somewhere else, or like have kind of like a unique international backstory. Yes, I do play playlists when I sleep to help people with watch hours. You need 3K of them for half monetary. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But honestly, I think you've been super helpful as far as my watch time hours are, just in the standpoint of even pointing me in the direction of StreamYard, or like some sort of way of just like cycling through content, because that's helped a lot. But I feel like for your channel, it's like it's gradually picking up speed. Like when I'm not a car person, but like when you push like the gas pedal down and you hear like the sound before it takes off, I feel like that's where you are, at the sound before the takeoff. Because like it's already doing well, but I think it's gonna just like be able to exponentially grow. Don't do loops. Oh, okay. Did you take yours down? Ooh, that's bad news. YouTube's really making it hard out in these YouTube streets. Like we're just trying to like, progress our YouTube career here. And YouTube is like not on my watch. That's crazy. I'm trying to think if I know any friends that do them regularly. I don't think I know any friends that do loops a lot. I didn't take my. Oh, okay. So you made them a little bit more. They have a standardized packaging, so that if YouTube shows up. Okay. I see what you're saying. I've heard that some people's YouTube channels were getting like strikes, or like they're fighting to keep their channel up and running or whatever. They got demonetized. They're having some issue because they reuse their own content, and I think that's wild. I think that is absolutely wild. I guess something that they did, the way that they did it, YouTube was like, this is not an original video because you used part of an old video in a new one. And I think that's... No. They are all different videos, those loops. They are all different videos, those loops, but I needed to modify them. And from July 15th, a lot of people to use, which is not what YouTube wants. Ah, that makes sense. Because I think YouTube is trying to keep some sort of competitive edge to make sure that they're ahead of like all of the other platforms. And because so many of the other platforms are able to do Like X, for example, you can post long form content and you can post shorts on X. Now you can refresh your videos legally, kind of, to make them be seen again. Goga did a good lesson on that today. Okay, I'll have to go check out what he said about that. As per my channel, my day of truth is July 14th when I apply, which is coming Monday. That's when I start work. I don't do X and I don't like eating. So as you know, I have Instagram, I have X, and I have a website. To me, X is meh. This is my personal opinion. To me, X is meh. But the pro of using X here in Japan is that X seems to be pretty popular here on this side of the world. But we've had the X account for a while, and there's no shade because the people on X are watching now or are able to watch now because I'm streaming to X as well. The thing with X is there's a lot of people in the bushes over there. That's my thing. It's like X doesn't really. Maybe there's something I'm missing on format as well. So like, you know how YouTube and Instagram kind of have slightly different flavors, and if you play into those things, you can get different reactions. So maybe I've just not figured out the secret sauce for X. But so far for me, for X, there's a lot of people that are just like, and not commenting, not engaging, not saying anything. So I don't know, you know? Insta is okay, you said. Facebook is old school. TikTok is like for kids. For me, YouTube is the thing. I mean, I know some people that allegedly have it for different reasons other than to post feet pics. I don't know. To me, I think there's other apps that serve similar purposes, like Patreon. You know, like Patreon has more of a more I'm trying to think, a different public image. People see Patreon as more, you know, family friendly and more, I guess, harmless. Like if you went and told like a bunch of colleagues at work, like during an office discussion while you're not working, during lunch break or something, like, oh yeah, so you know, there's someone I'm following on Patreon and they just posted a new video or something, and I supported them, then everybody's gonna be like, what's that? Maybe suspicious. Sean, thank you so much. I appreciate you for supporting Ragus. He's constantly looking out for other creators on here, and I can tell he puts a lot of heart into his content, so I'm wishing him all the best too. Yeah, I just think you get a different social reaction if you said that you spend a lot of time supporting people on Patreon than you would if you said you spend a lot of time supporting people on OnlyFans. Because the expectation or the impression, the perception is different. But I will say, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday too, I will say the big thing that YouTube has given me, besides monetization, is the community aspect. And I think that's something that it kind of makes it feel like the superpower behind the channel. And I feel like that's what I feel about my channel. And probably you do too, Ragus. I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like that's like one of the cool things about it. Because I just feel like my as my channel is growing a little bit, and the more connections that I make, the more I feel like it's bigger than just me popping up with my hair not even finished, live streaming. It becomes like heart to hearts and friendships and people that I probably never would have met without YouTube. Guys, the tea is teeing and not the TT. The caffeine, the caffeine is making me feel better. What you say, Ragus? Community is a must to have. Your channel growing. Big YouTubers have problems, many followers and not many viewers because they're up. Yeah. I think that the first time I really thought about that was yesterday. Wherein that like my channel as of right now on YouTube has 1,736 subscribers. But of those people on my channel, there's maybe 10 to 15 of them that I have like an actual connection with, because I've talked to them, they comment often, or they show up for live streams. But I think those people are the people that push me ahead the most, because like I want them to be happy. I want you guys who are like the main ones who are like part of the team, the community that I have, to be happy with the direction of the channel. And I think the bigger the channel is, maybe the harder it is to like continue to touch base with those people. I don't know. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I don't have any viewers, like 3 videos about my only came together because of community. Yep. Because the thing is like people that want to see you succeed will do what they can to help your channel, right? Like right now, my current situation doesn't allow me to give a lot of monetary support to the channels that I feel like deserve it. But what I can do is give likes. I can stream other people's content while I'm editing, which I do frequently. I can engage on live streams. And not only is that like benefit for those channels, because it helps them get their watch time hours, or it helps them like YouTube see like they're actually a really good channel, but it also helps me because like at that point, like I'm starting to have rapport with like colleagues, basically, because like those people become like YouTube colleagues, you know. I jokingly always say in regards of YouTube is me the so-called third world, but my African friends are helping me big time. Yes, I noticed that you have like a strong African following, especially it seems like Nigerian following. I'm not in your analytics, so I don't know what your analytics are like, but a lot of the names that I see in your chats and stuff like that, they look like Nigerian names. Without all their help, I would advise I would still be at less than 1,000. Mostly Kenyans. I met them in Goga's community, actually. Ah. I think maybe for me, because some of my family is Nigerian, the ones that stand out to me are the Nigerian names. But I can definitely see a strong following from Africa. Some people like I'm not sure based on their username, and I'm not in your analytics, but actually I haven't checked my analytics in a little while, so that might be something that's fun to do No, just check. Um, let me think. Also, while we're still on this chat, and I don't forget, do you mind, Ragus, if I DM you on Instagram so we can kind of get a communication flow in regards to streaming together over the weekend? Because I think that would be the best way we can go over schedule and stuff. It's not like up for the world to see before we're ready if we confirm the date and time yet. And if you have anything like specific about your personal life schedule, then you don't have to post it on the World Wide Web. No, I'm still learning to read and write Japanese. And that definitely makes me feel like I need to go back to grade 1. I'm curious, as this discussion has gone on, what we are doing with analytics, because I haven't looked at this in a little while. But yeah, Instagram is where I'll reach out to you to plan our joint stream, because we definitely got to do that. Okay, that's my cat in the background. I can hear something and I'm like, what is that sound? It's just Moxie. She's in a good mood today, so she's scratching at her post, her cat scratcher. I'm just curious while we're on here where everybody's watching from, and I can check. Like, this is just for YouTube, because if you're watching from Twitch or X, I don't know exactly how to do this on those platforms. I'll find out. Here we go. So, top categories for audience, the people that watch right now is Japan, United States, Philippines, Indonesia, and India. That's like the main geographic regions. And this week especially, most of my views were from Japan, then followed by the US, Philippines, Indonesia, India, and then Germany. But yeah, it's really all over the world, to be completely honest. It's kind of surprising, like, looking at it. Like, I've got United States, I've got Canada, I've got Greece, Serbia, Sweden, Australia, Uzbekistan, Poland, all over the world. You're in my analytics top 10? Yeah, I think you are. But also, I think there's at least one other person from Germany as well. So I think that also might boost it too. I don't know. But yeah, you're in the top 10. I'm actually really surprised to see Philippines is number 3, because I've not had a lot of subscribers on here say that they're from the Philippines. So I'm kind of surprised that the Philippines is the number 3 spot. So if you're from the Philippines and you're watching, shout out to you. Please let me know, because I'm really surprised by that. The person I'm thinking about is Manuel, but I haven't seen him in a little while. He might be busy, but I know he's also from Germany. Hopefully he doesn't mind that I shout him out. But yeah, that's what we're working with analytics. So literally people from all over the world. And sometimes people will share where they're from, and then I'll be like, wait, what? Like, you're watching me from where? it's just surprising, you know? Like, I've had people say they're from Ireland, from Brazil. Like, those places are not even on that top 10 list. But I know that people have said that that's where they're from or that's where they're watching from, and I believe them. So it's just cool to see. All right, we're going to sweep the floor in the pet room and then maybe start doing her hair. Come on, see. I gotta go. You're still alive. Listening to you two YouTubers talk from Rose Talk Shop has been fascinating. Great meeting you, Ragus. Later, boss. United States, Sean. Okay, cool. Take care of yourself, Sean. It's always great when you can join the streams. Ragus, I gotta talk to you about American slang. It's a positive expression. It's like something else I said. I don't even remember what I said. I said a slang expression on your channel, and your chat section was ready to like throw me into the street. They're like, "You've insulted our Ragus. What are you talking about?" But it's an expression. It's positive. Like, people say it to each other all the time. There's some other things that people say that like I think about in like, if you're, because so over the weekend, on Friday last week, we were having a conversation. My husband and I were having a conversation with someone who's Japanese, and we were talking to him like in general about like the language differences, and like, because he's really into American music, especially blues. And so we were talking to him about that, and so he wanted to ask a question, and he only spoke a little bit of English, so he wasn't able to articulate the idea he had. Like, he wanted to say like a complete idea, but he wasn't able to say it without help. So he got out his phone, he like did a Google Translate, and then he's looking at it and it's translated from Japanese to English. So he tries to read out the English words, and he gets like maybe 5 words into his sentence, and then he's like, and we're like, it's fine. Like, it says it's correct. It's correct. It's just, I wish you a sweet Vice Friday, but I need to sleep. So I'll leave your channel on and bless you with some watch time until you go off. But alarm bell not silent in 5 hours. Get yourself a buy me coffee for your channel. People donate sometimes. Ragus, you're very sweet. I appreciate you. Also, thank you for doing that. Cause it's just motivating. Like, when people give support and you're putting effort and love into something, yeah, it's definitely such a big positive. In fact, let me reciprocate. So I'm gonna go, because I cannot do it on my phone. Let me do it on my computer. Let me turn you on my computer. Let's do that. And then I need to convince. I will do something different. I will leave here but run your playlist. You just enjoy. Okay. Well, it's been fantastic to talk to you. And I will be messaging you on Instagram. So probably when you wake up, there'll be a message on there from me. So I look forward to talking to you. Please get some rest. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. And I'm very excited about streaming together, because I feel like that will be super fun, very entertaining for everybody. And there's so many questions I want to ask you about Nigeria and your life there too. So I think it'll be just fun in general. Let me get the broom and dustpan. Yes, ma'am. We're already cracking on Insta, I believe. Yes. Yes. I got you. I'm connected to you on Instagram, and I will message you on there. Off to Snoring City. All right. Good night. That is a fun thing about creating content. Like, I don't think it happens from, for at least it didn't happen for my channel immediately. Because I know everybody's different. So I'll say for my channel, it didn't happen immediately. But over time, um, there's gradually become like an increase of people that I count on, that I look forward to talking to, that I want to support, who I know support me. And it's part of what motivates me to keep going. I'm trying to cool the house down a little bit. That's hot, hot. Yep, there we go. Right, let me go turn on his stream. Oh yeah, I need to do my hair too. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn on my friend's channel. They're about to eat. So that's why they're making so much noise. I don't want this to be really loud, but one of the things I've never tried before on YouTube is remixing my friend's content. And I think that would be super interesting to do. I actually want to watch this one more. How are you doing, Nava? How are you doing today? There we go. I guess I cannot. I want to sweep the floor in here and clean that up. But I don't want to sweep while the cats are eating, because if I sweep while they're eating, they're going to get upset and they're not going to be able to focus on eating because they don't want the broom near them. So in the meantime, I am going to work on my hair. Can you guys see me okay? Are the optics okay? Hopefully they are. Uh, Also, Nava, if you want to show where you are from, like share where you're from, I would love to learn about that too, because it's so interesting to see like where everybody is from on the channel. So I think that's super interesting. So if you want to share where you're from, feel free. We can do that. So as we're chatting right now, I'm just gonna be working on my hair until I can get the cats to move away from their food bowl and stop eating, in which case I'll sweep the floor. I need to make sure I finish my hair this week. Today's already Thursday, so that means I need to hurry up. Tomorrow is the last day that I can do this. Do I want to update my editing software? I don't mind doing that. just so you can update now. I'm doing this based on feeling. I think I have one more trash bag to take out too. I think about it. The feeling like that I might get sick, I think I know what it came from, and I think it was avoidable. I think the reason that I feel a little bit congested and like I might get sick is because I had an American product with cheese on it, and usually the Japanese cheese products don't bother me too much. Um, but I'm wondering if it was that product. This is the only thing I've done substantially different. Uh, right now, I'm just checking to make sure I haven't missed any spots before moving on. Is the update done? What's happening? I already did this. So this side is tightened. Loading. I think I figured out how I could have fixed the comment thing. Part of the issue this morning with my comments was there's like a notification on and it pushed my screen down, and that consolidation pushed the comments out of view. I should have checked it though. There might be a way to. I'm thinking that could be a way to avoid repeating the same problem. Loki. Are you done eating? Yes? You're done. Moxie is not. Alright, let's see what's going on with this. I know. You're done eating. So let me see if I can. Making sure the audio is down. Last night, as I was going to sleep, I was feeling through my hair and I found a section that's not all the way tightened. And I was like, oh, I'll get it in the morning. But then finding it again has been tricky. Do I have any more clips? Clips? Anywhere? I just have to be satisfied with one. Okay, it did work. So the video that I'm editing, it has subtitles. I put subtitles on it. But now I'm trying to make sure they don't overlay the actual main video portion. I don't know why this one section of hair is so loose. I'm trying to fix it. Another thing I've been wanting to do is like talk about like the cost of living in Japan and just like how much things cost. But I think I've been thinking about the format for that, and I found one option that I might use. So I just need to set all of that up. Let's have this icon disappear. Right here. Do I have any more loose? I think I can type this. This one is kind of tricky to do. So I'm editing captions right now, which are like the hardest thing to edit, I think, because I want them to be appropriately placed. And not something that's gonna like overpower the main thing. What's going on there? Can you hear the little like tapping sounds? That's Moxie like taking her like pot and like scooping the food and dropping it. I'm waiting for her to finish so I can clean up. But it's not her fault. I got behind on my schedule. No, thank you. No. Uh-uh. There's something about me editing that just like attracts Loki. And I think as he realizes that I'm busy, then he just like comes over to like investigate. But if I don't like pay attention right away, I'm gonna get some complaining. Um, just like looking over these captions. Like, maybe I think I can multitask. That's what we're gonna do. Whenever I'm tightening my hair, I really want to make sure that all of it's done before I move on to the next section. Get rid of this happen. Just checking the roots to make sure everything is fine. It's this is one of those situations where you feel like you're done, but you're not totally done. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, I think mostly it's done. So move on to another spot, maybe. Ouch. The reason I keep saying ow is because I'm like trying to tighten it more than it probably should be tightened. I should just leave it alone. but I thought maybe I'll just a little bit more, you know. But it doesn't need a little bit more. It needs me to leave it alone. Do you see that? I like grabbed for it the best I could, and it still fell. Mm. When I put captions on videos, it's not always automatically correct. So I have to go back over it and check. And like sometimes it's not perfect, even after I've gone over it. I think the subtitles are definitely helping this video along. It's sometimes weird watching my own work back. Now's my chance to sweep. The cats have left their meal. Making sure YouTube is still playing as instructed. Mm. and then we're gonna sweep. Don't worry, we will sweep soon. Okay. Let's sweep the floor. So, look, he's like, the sweeping's for you, not me. Are you kidding me? He's swishing his tail like, don't get too close. Don't be too close to my feet now. Getting home. But I'm anything I can eat real quick. It's not a toy. Teasing my cat with the toy. He thinks it's the best game ever. Almost got it. Almost got it. Silly goose. I should Swiffer the floor, but maybe today I'll settle for it this week. There he goes. Can you see him? He's like, is the game over? Move back, there's too much dust. It's gonna make you sneeze. That's done. All right, we're going downstairs to dump this in the bed. I'm trying to take advantage of this week being able to stream often and get a lot of content shared because I think next week is going to be nearly impossible to do that. It's a good thing I came down to because the AC was on. I need to shut it off. Let's shut this off. And open the window. And take out the kitchen trash. This is one of those things that I don't particularly feel like doing, but I don't particularly feel like doing this, but if I don't do it, I will regret it later. So better to do it now. Watch out, it's the trash. Yeah, see, I told you. All right. You guys want to hang out here? BRB. actually have a better spot. Hang out with the cats. Just hang out with the lantern. I can tell you honestly, it feels like there's about to be a storm outside. I think it's going to take a couple of hours for the storm to show up. But it feels like it's going to be a storm. Let's go. We're going back upstairs. Gotta finish my hair. This side is looking like progress. This side is still got a lot going on. Yeah, there we go. Here's my clip. Looking for this process can be a little bit time consuming, but if I do it right this first time, it's going to ensure that later I'm not feeling like I've missed spots all over. Just want to make sure I finish this before I get too immersed in something else. Because this has to be done. This definitely must be done. Did I use saturation in that clip? Because it looks like I did. It just looks too put together. Hold on. No, that's crazy. The clip looks like I added saturation to it, and it has nothing. I didn't do anything to it. Uh, yeah, that's crazy. Well, here's a spot. At this point, I think most of my morning chores are over. So now the stream has kind of switched to something that it wasn't originally meant to be. So I think now might be a good time to sign off because I can keep streaming, but I feel like it's not going to be super interesting for those watching. I know I've got at least one person that's still hanging out. So I'm gonna give you a chance to comment if you want to stay and hang out. Then I'll just keep streaming, just specifically for you. But otherwise, because I'm probably gonna be editing and doing my hair for the rest of this, um, I don't know how interesting that will be. So I'll give you a second if you let me know that you want to just keep hanging out and that's what you want to do, then I'll keep streaming. And then otherwise, I will sign off and then probably catch everybody in a different stream, you know? That's what I would like to do. What is supposed to talk about? All right. I feel like now is as good of a time as any to sign out. As always, I thank everybody who jumped in and hung out in the live stream, whether you had 10 minutes or you were here for the whole 2 hours. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. I hope that it's nothing but a good day or night for you. So I'll see you later, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.